back on blood magic when you saw what happened to Decimus?
This isn't right, Grace. The champion tried to help us.
Don't defy me, boy. Without me, you'd be nothing. If you're too squeamish, I'll do it myself.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion!
Do you think they're tiring over this? I'm tiring.
Bottoms up! Oh dear, get ready for more trouble.
Oh, look, they brought...
I'll quickly
shots are starting to get more! Somebody order a shot buffet? Bianca, baby, introduce yourself! I'll tell you what! Line them up for me. I'll take them down.
Do you think it's over?
I knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
What happened? The last thing I remember is these Templars coming into my quarters.
I promise. I'll never let anything like this happen again.
Thank you. It's good to know you're still looking out for me.
They're meeting in here, Sir Cullen. Oh, I guess you didn't get on so well with these mages as you thought.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The Champion's a fine lady, sir. She wanted to solve this peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy stood up to his elders when they would have killed an innocent hostage.
You mean he was one of them, save for a convenient last-minute change of heart? I'll encourage Meredith to take it easy on him.
Thank you, Champion.
Everyone else here is under arrest. Take them to the gallows. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, Champion?
If you killed every man who doubted Meredith's fitness, Kirkwall would be a ghost town.
You think that reason enough to spare blood mages and their willing dupes? Perhaps some of them might still be saved.
Your keeper did not deserve that death.
It was my risk to take. I never asked her to do this for me.
She knew you didn't have the strength to resist the demon. That's why it picked you.
Why are you doing this? What can I do about it now?
Make up for your mistakes. Most blood mages never get a second chance.
You look like you know your way around a weapon. Buy something.
Your mage-templar group was conspiring to overthrow Meredith.
I have a sudden deep regret I interfered. I was half convinced Meredith had engineered the whole thing to trick me into incriminating myself.
Thrask admitted to leading the group.
Perhaps I've exaggerated the depths of her madness. But if she's not there yet, she will be soon.
Oh, she's there.
The only question is, once it's clear she cannot lead, will there be anyone left to oppose her? Please accept this as my thanks. It will be of more value to you right now than my friendship.
Good to see you again, Miss Anne. A new letter on your desk awaits your attention. I'll miss this city when we go, somehow. Even the rats.
Rats go squeak.
Don't worry, my boy, there's plenty of rats in Orlais. They just squeak with a funny accent.
I want to go home.
We can go back to Ferelden one day, my boy, I promise.
You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Kunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
Maybe he got lost. I get lost all the time. Usually I just change where I'm going.
Feels like an ambush.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today. Oh! Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Follow my lead!
Oh no! Kill people, then act!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Interesting entrance. You have some fine moves.
I do, don't I? My name is Talis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host. Or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You mean theft? Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
Or I could tell everyone how you slaughtered your way through half of Kirkwall.
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I imagine if we did this, it'd be together, wouldn't it?
That's the idea. Or did you have something else in mind?
I just think we should get to know one another.
I think I'd like that.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Hain. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
So, that meeting with Edge?
The one that turned into an ambush just now.
I changed my mind. Let's not go.
We'll head out when you're ready, and I'll explain on the way. The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dears Prosper. When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone. You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I'm here by invitation. Would you tell your master that I've arrived?
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Cahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, also I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Ah yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
They traded in Lothering sometimes. My family never had a problem with them.
See that, Cahir? Now you have someone to speak to. It's so very chatty, let me tell you. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
I must say I didn't really expect you. I already have an Amel, you see. Or orc, I suppose it is. A member of the Kirkwall Circle of Magi, no less. And endlessly charming.
Sister?
Perhaps you should join forces to avoid any appearance of collusion between parties. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
Their poison is valuable.
Indeed. From it can be brewed Aquae Lucidius, a libation adored even by the Empress herself.
You'd think the Empress would be more careful about drinking poison.
Her Imperial Majesty's many things, careful not being one of them. But here you are wasting valuable time on questions. Do you wish the others to beat you to the prize?
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold. Come, Kahir. The hunt has begun. We have much to do.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
There are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
I have no doubt this will be a challenge, but I'm sure it's a worthy one.
May Andraste keep you safe. If you fail to avoid the venom completely, there are treatments. A distillation of herbs, equal parts, Drakevein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Blighted nobles keep riling up the dogs.
I provide equipment from the Duke's own stables.
Now that's interesting. I've always wanted to learn to cook. You don't mind if I take that, do you, Hawk?
Do not tarry. Victory will not come unless you seek it out.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
So these are the hunting grounds.
Are there truly wyverns here? Not just servants dressed up in wyvern suits?
Supposedly. Not that I've ever seen one, though. We just need to look for signs, and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is?
That's where the jewel is.
Not the species we're after.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that. Champion of Kirkwall? Fancy title.
Not that fancy.
So, do you get a stipend? They let you rule the city?
I'm not sure someone can rule that city.
That altar is very old and creepy. I wouldn't touch it.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals. Added to what we have already, is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
Here, boys! Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you. I've good coin for anyone who finds my dogs.
Foolish hound, get back here. I am told wyverns roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them.
They should use dogs to flush them. Wyverns tend to, defecate to drive away pursuit.
Just ignore them.
You'd think none of them had ever been on a hunt before.
I think we found something. We've a hint of the beast. After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
Let's finish this! What are you, afraid? I always wanted to try this.
What in Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Cold. Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
Were you injured? Why were you out here?
The gas that chased me here got a few scratches in, but I'll heal. The truth told, I'm not looking for the wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
I've seen something that might be the shrine you're looking for.
Then you have succeeded where I failed. Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Wyverns have a clear lineage to dragonkind. The lack of caution displayed on this hunt is alarming.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this. Fare ye well, the mighty hunters.
Interesting.
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that. That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What do his notes say? I guess that scholar was right about something. I've got kind of a bad feeling about this place, though.
I have dirt in my mouth.
This wyvern hunt been going on?
It's an annual tradition the Montfort began to keep the population down. They breed quickly.
And the Orlesian nobility is only too happy to help out.
It's a game. The Montforts are so close to the Empress, so anything that pleases them is worth pursuing. Plus, you should really try the Aquae Lucidius. You'll be seeing purple dragons in the sky for days.
No thanks. I'd rather remain effective. Well, can't get a much clearer sign of our prey than that.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
Too bad the trail isn't upwind. Pretty countryside, at least.
The Montfort family inherited this mountain from a clan of Navarran dragon hunters. Well, maybe inherited is the wrong word. What do you call it when you kill someone in order to get all their stuff?
Murder?
Profitable murder, maybe.
Oh, that's everything the old huntmaster said we needed for an antidote.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though. Maybe we can find a use for it. he wants us to follow him. Oh no. Poor thing. Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
Here's a use for that antidote we made.
Who's a cute puppy? I suppose we can't keep him, can we? His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
I'm in your debt, madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
Bloody things.
I think that's the last of them. For now.
How many are there usually?
A gasling nest can often be 100 or more. Just be thankful we're not underground. There.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, well, at least we're getting closer.
Looking for clues.
Oh, for Andraste's sake. You didn't do that on purpose, did you?
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one? Are you married?
Is that a proposal?
It's just, you're the champion of Kirkwall. Big, important. I don't know. Just wondering if there's a husband behind the throne.
Let's keep moving.
A wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
In the right spot, no doubt. Watch out. Big hat gas.
We must
Watch out. There may be guests.
From a hole.
Cave, technically. Wait, what happened to the birds and everything? Uh-oh.
Disgusting.
Well, the trail suggests wyverns just love this place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here. Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait to draw one in?
More than enough. Careful, though, with this much bait, we might have our hands full. But it'd sure be fun.
Lay it all out. I'm bringing the Duke a trophy to talk about.
Yes! I mean, if you're sure. Let's get to it. We've a lot of stuff to lay out, for starters. Right, now the blood. What? The prey needs to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do the sound. You get ready. Don't look at me while I do this.
Was that good?
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
It isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
Oh, I didn't realize the Duke was offering charity to his more useless guests. My mistake.
I will not accept such talk from a backwater mongrel!
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this! Kill them all! We can't say the wyvern was too much for them!
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper! This blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill!
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place! Your mother would be ashamed!
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Something on your mind?
Just let him go. He's not worth your time, Hawk.
My word, such mercy.
He can't be more than he is, that's all. You've bested him.
I've no interest in more bloodshed.
You hear that, Arlange? It behooves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
You let him. That was... very merciful.
That's one way to put it.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation. Right. Done with the wyverns. And various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
And?
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
I don't think we want to go digging through a guard's pockets in front of the Duke's guests.
I agree. We need to handle this quietly.
We shouldn't all go together. These snooty nobles will make a scene.
Talis and I will look for the key. Get out of sight and watch for chevaliers or guards.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
Thank you, Duke Prosper. I'm proud to be here.
Your humility, my dear Hawk, does you great credit. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
Leopold, is it? I didn't know wyverns could be tamed.
Tame is perhaps too strong a word. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
You're blocking my view.
That doesn't look like a real gold sovereign.
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
Champion! Oh, champion! Could you not have stopped Emile before he fell to such depravity?
He didn't actually become a blood mage, Lady Delancey. That was just a rumor.
A blood mage I could deal with, but this whore he's dallied with, she is insufferable. The horrors she's inflicted on our summer house in the name of decorating, it is an atrocity.
I'm sure you can persuade her to decorate within reason.
She filled the front room with ceramic cows. Cows, Messer Hawk. I cannot bear to think of this any longer. Good day, Messer.
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
Honestly, I didn't plan on it either, but here I am.
I'm glad you came. Otherwise, I'd be talking to the Delanceys. All the soap in Thedas couldn't make me clean after that. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should chat up?
The gentleman over there is Bantegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi Delancey, daughters of the Comte Delancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I've never seen anything like it.
So polite. That's certainly one way to put it.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Of course. We'll speak later, Lady Elegant.
I see several men who might be captains in the Duke's Guard. One of them should have a key.
Suppose we get it from them.
Kahir must like you,
we
my
ask
dear
nicely
Hawk.
and tell him we'll give it right back.
He's not usually so polite.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Orlesians are such pleasant people.
The hunt was spectacular, was it not?
Champion, it's good to see you again.
I'm sure you don't remember me. We met when King Alistair made his trip to Kirkwall. I'm Ban Tegan Gerin.
It's not every day you meet the King of Ferelden.
But princes and viscounts are commonplace.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I beg your pardon. Isolde, this is the champion of Kirkwall. Hawk, allow me to present our lesser Isolde.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulce de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Messer Hawk. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
Maybe I should open another cask of the Montfort White.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate. Another caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
Sister Nightingale? Champion! It is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Talis?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself?
I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orlais. It keeps life exciting.
I get the feeling there's some trouble here?
No, no trouble at all.
Everything is fine, Hawk. Why would you think otherwise? We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Put what you found to good use. I've discovered more social interests.
An excellent party, I'm sure.
Hawk, do you even know why you're picking these coins up?
Mother would want me to play the game for her.
Champion, what a surprise. Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious friend.
Serendipity. This is Syrah Hawk.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
It's been delightful meeting both of you.
Don't be a stranger.
You did well, Syrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in you after all.
Is something the matter?
I've come a long way to visit the legendary Chateau Hain. I'd be devastated to leave without seeing inside.
I've heard the music room is the envy of Orlais.
And the ballroom is the single greatest example of flooring in Thedas.
I'll die if I don't view those treasures with my own eyes.
Well, we can't have guests expiring. I'll see about getting you a tour.
Let me handle him. As soon as I have the key, we can signal the others.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
Don't worry, Talis. We'll find this servant.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
Well, he is Orlesian.
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
You're blocking my view of Chateau.
Not going to happen.
We're running out of Monsamond bread.
Can I help you?
I just tried one of the canapes and it was raw in the middle. Someone must alert the kitchen.
I don't wish to speak ill of anyone, but they were also over-seasoned. I pray no one else has tasted one, or the scandal.
Nutmeg. It ruins even the best cook.
I cannot help you, madame. I'm afraid I don't have the key to the chateau.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Thank you, miss. None for me at the moment.
Nobody has wanted anything. Olive duty is the worst job. I must have offended the cook.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
I promise we won't tell a soul. Just a quick look.
I suppose I could get you a very quick look. The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Don't beat yourself up about this, Talis. We'll find a way in.
I hope so. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom.
My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
Talis here has been asking such fascinating questions about the garden, but I can't answer them.
I suppose I can do my duty for the family and show her around.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could just... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to go talk to him.
Please, please try. I think he likes you. So good luck with that.
Thanks.
So is that it? That's the whole game?
I think so, yes.
Let's just get going.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
I thought you might be a man of refined tastes.
I have a great appreciation for beauty.
I just was wondering with these. Why don't we talk again after the party?
You have it! Tell me you have it.
I have it.
Good, then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
And here I thought we were getting along so well.
I can't imagine anyone I would rather attend an Orlesian party with, even if you are human. Let's find that door and get inside.
Done.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Let's do it quietly. We shouldn't get into fights if we don't have to.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Be quick, but careful.
What was that scrabbling noise?
No harm done.
What was that?
No harm done.
Cursed rats.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
But careful. Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see a wyvern go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
exactly are aspics?
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
A miniature painting. Bethany would love this.
Hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story.
Done. Here, let's move.
I must be hearing things. Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol. "10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol.
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Be quick, but careful.
Freckles. I'm sure Sister would love it.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
I don't think I can do that. Not going to happen. Here, let's move.
An honest stand would serve with more distinction than you maggots. This may be a garden party, but you will not be sipping fruity drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat if they could. Never forget that. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax for an instant.
That should do it. All set.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
To be seen.
What was that? Didn't see anything. Bugger Prosper's vault if someone got past. 10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. Cursed rats.
Not going to happen.
What was that? Didn't see anything. Bugger Prosper's vault.
We're fine. Let's get...
"10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. Is someone there?
No harm. I'm done.
What was that? Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough. Oh, my head.
That should do it.
But careful.
This is it.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
something wrong?
I don't know.
Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Yes, this qualifies as wrong.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
You've been acting strangely ever since we arrived.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
I assume Talis has her reasons.
My, she chose you well, didn't she?
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Assez hasatra mas.
Mas avas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
I have a question. When the Duke told you what I was, you said you didn't care. Was that true?
You could have told me the truth. I might have listened.
And what if you didn't?
I suppose we'll never know.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan, exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You sound like you actually believe that.
I do. Nobody is controlling my mind. I'm not insane. Being Kunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Kunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrith means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrith remind us of our common goal.
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrith.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Qunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I assume you have some sort of plan?
I always have a plan.
A good one?
Oh, ye of little faith. The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We didn't come here alone, remember?
No, the layout is wrong. We're back where we started. It's backwards from every book on Orlais I've seen. It's just not... Oh, Maker.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
And you're fine. Of course you are.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Well, we found all your gear at least.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I'd planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you either way.
It is done. They bless you.
All taken care of.
My eternal thanks.
I'm done.
Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here. I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new. Do we get past the barriers? think we're supposed to flip them all like that. Well, that's or lesion.
done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Chasing. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it! Hold them! I'm releasing the pets! Forgive me! Another like the rest of my lazy guard!
Let's finish this!
Down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
The Duke left him.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
I never expected to meet you here, But I suppose it's a nice surprise. I think that's enough. I wonder, would they let me have a portrait done for the circle? Oh, but I didn't see this before. There are directions on the backs of them. Something's odd about these statues. They're emanating some sort of magic.
I've got almost a whole cookbook. Do you suppose one of the sisters will loan me a few pans? Is that a map among the pages? Where did that come from?
See? Caves. Just like I said.
How did you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out. Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
Where the ghasts came from.
We'll have to fight through them. At least they'll slow down the Duke's men as well.
This has to be where the map leads.
This has to be the place the directions were leading us to.
Go down! Your turn, Stephanie! My problem is your turn to I'll deal with this.
That's a lot of dead people.
I knew this wasn't a good idea.
That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me.
Talis!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage.
You'll do Prosper's bidding after he left you here.
I do not fight for him. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
That's enough!
Missed! That would have been a nice shot, too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you? Bracing?
I thought you'd left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
There's a lake? In the middle of the mountain?
The retreat needed to house hundreds of people during the Blight, if not thousands. Can't do that without fresh water.
But it's an entire lake.
Oh, that. I have no idea. Hold on.
I wonder if there's something we can learn from the Kunari. Have you seen how loyal they are? Even the least member has the faith of a dedicated brother.
Maybe you should talk to Talis. Find out what drew her to the queue.
I wonder what it takes to convince so many people that you have all the answers. Can you smell that? Fresh air.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
I think you're right, Talis.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Coming on a bit strong there, Talis. We've only just met.
But we've been through so much together. Wyvern hunts, betrayals, daring escapes from prison.
You're right. I'm feeling so close to you right now.
So, it's true what they say about you. You've been so reasonable since we were captured. I'm hoping that hasn't changed. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents. My people, as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
After everything you've already done, why would I help you again?
Because I've got your nose.
The Kyun taught you that?
If I were following the Kyun, I would actually have your nose.